Jennifer Miranda near baby.
I like to be having no man.
New York and Yabi, but then we're gonna wear.
Then we're gonna okay, sorry man no man. Alright, well guys, happy 19th of November to everybody. Happy Garifuna Settlement Day to one and all. Happy Garifuna Settlement Day to all those who are listening at this time. You know, thanks for listening. Right now in Dangriga, it's raining cat and dog. Yes, the celebration continues. Today there was several activities that occurred leading up to Garifuna Settlement Day. And so myself and Sandra are going to discuss, Jennifer, going to discuss that today. All right, so just join with us, guys, and enjoy, please. Acaba guys, today is drink day. Today is drink day. So I'll take a drink along with you guys. I know you guys listening over there. I know you guys dancing. I know you guys taking a drink as well. Del Sebastian, Buitramba way. Yeah, guys, good evening again. Let's talk a little bit about the Garifuna settlement, the activities, Jennifer.
Well, this morning was great. I had never experienced coming of the people who, the Garifunas landing in Belize. So
you're talking about the Yurume?
Yurume.
Also, that was the first time you ever
Yes, this was the very first time I had experienced something like that. As the, what is the theme for this year?
Anyway, just go ahead. We'll remember.
Okay, when the boats were coming in, they come together, united. So the team, reflects the coming, this morning, the coming of the Garinagu who landed in Dangriga many years ago.
All right. How long are you in Dangriga right now?
Right now, I'm in Dangriga for less than a week.
Okay, but the Yurume was very much attracted to you this morning, and you saw the entire Yurume this morning.
Yes.
Okay. I have several people who is already on. I noticed Patricia Arana. Pat, where are you, Pat? Patricia Arana is saying they're happy Garifuna Settlement Day. And then we have Alvin Zuniga. Alvin, which drama were you, bro? So if you notice, there's a lot of people who communicating with us on this show, people exchanging information and so on. I have one of my good friend Mark Stevens. Mark Stevens always interact with us, and he's one of the few. We have one of my cousin Lambert all the way from Australia. We have family members and friends from California, New York, you name it, Honduras, Guatemala. People are just communicating. This is one of the means that we use to connect Garinagu people and Belizeans all together, on this show. This is one of the means, because people are free to make their comments, as they want to. They can make their likes, they can make do their love on it, whatever they want to. They can make their comment, So we use this means to exchange information, and at the same time to teach Garifuna culture and to encourage all our friends whether they are Garinagu or not, to know their history at the same time. You know, so what do you think about that?
It's important to know about our history, to
if
live
you
our
notice,
history.
Mark Stevens is saying here he's all the way in Washington, D.C., right?
Yes, he is. And Garinagus are all over, worldwide. So happy 19th celebration to all Garinagus everywhere. Not only Garinagus, to everyone who come enjoy with us.
Exactly. Inga baby Numa. Okay, so you also, did you went to the roommate today?
Yes, I went to the roommate. It was great.
It was great, okay. Okay, so meanwhile, you know, we go to some music, and then at thereafter we go back to discuss some of the activities about the Garifuna Settlement Day. Desmond Flowers, good evening, boy. How are you, boy? That's my good friend, too. Carla Henry, good evening to you as well. Rodney, and Rodney Sulbedan Lagoha Rodney, you know, he's always live on the show along with us. You notice he makes his commentary there as well. Desmond Flowers again. Good evening, sir. Yeah, guys, today is drink day, you know, we're celebrating, and so we're taking a drink. Don't be afraid, take your drink. I'm taking mine on the show today, guys. Guys, I put up some posts today. You know, you see, Cynthia is saying good morning. She's all the way in Australia. I put up some posts today, guys, in relation to the Rume, and I want to encourage each and every person to look at it. I'm forced to recognize some people who are watching the show at this time. You know, we have along with us Zita Sego.
Wait from away, neighbor. Enjoy your 19th right there in LA.
Oh, she's in LA.
She's in LA, yes.
Okay, Zita, big up Zita Sego. We also have Dorothy Brooks. She's one of my old classmates at Dangoya Methodist School. I haven't seen Dorothy many moons. I think maybe about 1979. Whoa. After we left primary school, I haven't seen that young lady. But Dorothy Brooks is one of the persons who is always on this show as well. We have Mark Stevens, Sandra Apollonia. Hey, Sandra! She's all the way. I think Sandra lives in Chicago. I'm not sure. She's one of my family members. No, me and Sandra were friends all these whiles from we were children. I haven't seen her since we are adults as well. But I did know Sandra were one of my close family. No, they knew and I didn't know. You know, because we have Apollonia in our family from my great-grandmother's side. You know. Francis Flores, go to Ambawe. Karen Reyes, go to Ambawe again. Desiree Jones. We had Rodney Nunes. Jenico Martinez. Oh, my brother, Jenico Martinez. Grace, which number are you? Where are you, Grace? Because enter Miss Grace to North America. It's surprising she is not in the United States because she's always in the United States. You would see Grace in Belize today and tomorrow when you call her, I need for you to do certain things, she would say, hey, you know what? I'm all the way in the United States. So which number way about Grace? And we have Mr. Bill Flores, which number way about Brian Bill? You know, long time no see, Bill. You know, so the thing is that I appreciate very much these guys, you know, when they call, you know. We have a few people who we need to give a little shout out to. Shout out to Mike Daniels. Hey, Mike, all the way in California. And then we have Chile Mariano. Which number way again? And guys, don't forget to send us our likes. We want those likes. We appreciate them very much. La Diva Clutter. That's my niece all the way in Travesía, Honduras. She's in Travesía, Honduras. Osmera Mejia. Which number were you? Chile Mariano. Which number were you, Boogie? So, come on, give a shout out. Oh, man. Dorothy, you know, I was in San Diego last year. I spent 1 week in San Diego. I was trying to reach out to some Belizeans. Didn't know you were in San Diego. But anyway, I go to California a lot, and hopefully next year when I go to California, I'll catch up with you. Britt Gamboa, good evening. Yes, Jennifer, we talk about the Yoruba today. If you notice, there was a large number of people at that Yoruba today. How much people you would estimate would be at that Yoruba? From my estimate, I estimate not less than 5,000 people who were at that Yoruba.
Yes, it could be because the two sides of the river, they were very crowded, and the bridge and on the streets. So we had a big crowd today.
Exactly. The Yoruba, though, if you notice, there was a lot of boats. Traditionally, the Yoruba is done with boats. But today, there was 2 boats that was in the Yoruba, and we had several other, what do you call it? Boat with engine. But it doesn't make any difference because it just represents the arrival of the Garifuna people in Belize on the 19th of November 1802.
Well, as said earlier, you know, the way how they came in towards the crowd, they came in unity. And, you know, yes, there were engine on the boats, but I thought it was manual, you know, because the speed was very, 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 very slow.
Yes.
And it caught, you know, it caught my attention, you know. It caught my attention. So it was a good experience.
Yes.
Yes, it was.
Do you ever expect to go through one of those experiences again?
I hope so. I hope so in the future.
All right. At the end of the Yoruba, if you notice, there was a parade all the way through the principal, not all the way, but through Dr. Zali up to the Catholic Church. You notice that was a very, very huge parade as well.
It sure was. It was very well attended, and even in the church, the church service was very, very well attended as well. You know, and it is something that I think we need to continue to support. And the Garifuna Settlement Day here, if you notice, attracts people from all over the country and all over the world, if you notice. Right? So it wasn't just Garinago that was there. So it shows that the other race of people embrace the Garifuna people as well, just like how we embrace them. Belize, as what I mentioned in my presentation at the school, is a multiracial country with people, you know, we are so diverse. We all live together. We live in peace. We live in harmony with all these people, and they live with us as harmony as well. Again, a happy 19th of November to every or all Garinago home and abroad.
So you think we should go to some music now?
Yes.
Yeah, guys, we go to some music. I have a few people I need to give shout out to. Macario Chimilio and Anthony Harris. Good evening. Ia Hunt. Ella Castillo. Hey, Ella Halle did the ma? No, I to Ella. Yeah, then we had Rachel Johnson Mars. Which one by where you book? Right? Good evening to you. Vincent Server, good evening. Flavia Estrada, good evening to you as well. Guys, we like our thumbs up, you know, and we like our likes as well. So please give us those likes, please give us those thumbs up. We appreciate them. Elizabeth Thompson, what all the way in California? Good evening, Elizabeth. And all you guys, you're missing out from all the activities here in Dangriga. Supposed to know that Magamba to Garifuna, but take it. I know that somebody will translate to you. You have them along with you. You have Miss Lady along with you. She'll tell you. Yeah, guys. You know, the rain kind of hold up at this time here in Dangriga, but it is still very, very, very bleaky. You know, and the celebration continues. And those who are here in Dangriga for the celebration don't give a damn about the rain. Celebration is going on with or without the rain. As a matter of fact, the rain only cool the body off and people celebrate more. Right, guys?
Right.
Miss Jennifer, tell me something. You think there is anything that we need to improve on when it comes to the Garifuna settlement there? Or you think that we are on track?
You are on track, but there's room for improvement. You know, we need,
anything else. Yeah.
Yes, we need order. You know, especially when the officials are you know, saying their speech. You know, we should learn how to sit down and just listen to what is given to us. Ever so often, you know, you hear people sidebarring. You know, it's a lot of interruptions. So we need to improve on that. We need to remind our folks to be at least quiet to hear what is being said to us.
But then the thing is that but long and behold, if you measure it from 1 to 10, I personally would give all those who partake and created activities and so on from 1 to 10, I'd give them a 9. Where you at from 1 to 10?
I give them an 8.
You give them
that way.
Okay.
The only thing that I don't like is the sidebar, they call it, the extra noise.
Okay.
The extra noise, you know, it's so uncomfortable. Okay. And I know, you know, anywhere you go, you know, you're gonna always experience that. But we need to improve on that, I think.
Yeah. All right. Well then, guys, we go to some music again for your listening pleasure. Yeah, guys, we're going to Miami. Today is drink day, guys. Don't be afraid to take a drink whilst listening. My friend the LPG, Alfonso Wicks. Good evening, sir. My dear daughter-in-law, Yolimar Petio, good evening to you, whom I'm well pleased. How my granddaughter, my grandbaby. You know, I love that baby to death. And my grandson, Robert King. Darlene Castro, good evening. Yeah, guys, we like those likes, we like those love. Don't be afraid, send them. You know, I could have been out there celebrating, but I want to be here with you. So I need for you to let me feel like you want to be along with us as well, giving you the information. Darlene Castro, good evening.
Enjoy the music, y'all. Good music. Come on, get up and dance. Shake a leg. Happy 19th to everybody.
Exactly. Happy 19th. Happy Garifuna Settlement Day to one and all, guys. Today drinking day, guys. Today's celebration day. So don't be afraid. Take a drink. I'm taking a drink as well. Today's Garifuna Settlement Day. Don't forget. Yeah, guys, don't be afraid to make a comment. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to send those likes or those love. We like them. Can somebody tell me the date that the Garifuna arrived in Belize? You can text it if you don't want to call. You can call me on 601-8758, or you can call me on WhatsApp or Messenger. Okay, just tell me the date when the Garifuna arrived in Belize. Thank you very much, Mark. As usual, Mark always interrupt with us on this show. Karen said 1802. You're correct, but you'll have half of the answer. Karen, only half. You need to give the full thing. Everybody have a birthday, you have a birthday, you have a month, you have a date, and you have a year. So for you to just say 1802, the year is correct, but what month, what date? You guys don't be afraid. Send those likes, guys. We appreciate you. You appreciate us as well. Yes, Karen, you're correct. November 19, 1802. That's the date when the Garifuna first arrived in Belize. Can somebody tell me the person who brought the Garifuna from Honduras to Belize? He have a name. I need to know the name of the guy who brought the Garifuna from Honduras to Belize when they first arrived. Shai Lopez, Buitamba, where you go? Mr. Gerald Rusby, my all-time boss. Good evening, sir. I have a lot of respect for that guy. That gentleman. Our role model, Mr. Gerald Rusby. Yes, guys, give us those thumbs up, guys. Give us those thumbs up, please do. Send them like crazy, guys. Send those likes, send those loves, send your comment. Don't be afraid. I still wait for somebody to say who was the person who... Karen Garcia said, you're correct again. Elio Benny, you're right. Yeah, look like you're studying a girl from the history. It was Elio Benny who first brought the Garifuna to Belize. Who was the founder of the Garifuna Settlement Day, guys? Easy, that's a giveaway question. Who was the founder of the Garifuna Settlement Day? Gerald Westby have it correct, but you, Mr. Westby, even though he's a non-Garifuna, he is a Garifuna because he grew up amongst Garifuna people, and he shows a lot of love and appreciation. Like I mentioned, I have a lot of love, respect, and appreciation for that gentleman. He's my old-time boss. You're correct, Mr. Westby. Happy 19th to you, sir. Cynthia, thank you, Cynthia. Now this question will be peace. How much languages does the Garifuna speak? After you give the number, then I'll ask, name them. But for now, how much languages does the Garifuna speak? Send them, guys, send them. Send those likes, guys. Send them. Send those likes, guys. I'm getting some, but not enough. I'm just like the priest. The priest loves his collection. I love my legs and my thumbs up. How much languages does the Garifuna speak, guys? How much languages? Or let me rephrase it then. The Garifuna are a mixture of how much race? There are so many races that produce Garifuna. So I need to know how much. Well, I give you guys 2 minutes to answer that question. If you don't, then I'll answer it for you. Rita Martin Trench, good evening. And thanks for tuning in. Send them, guys, send them. Joshua, good evening, sir. I have high regards for that guy. He's one of the few youngsters who helped upheld the Garifuna culture in
Happy
music.
19th.
Happy 19th, Mr. Rana. Yes, and the question that I had asked earlier, Jen, is that the Garifuna are a mixture of how many races? And I noticed nobody answered that question, but it was surprising because it is something that I usually discuss about on this show.
Should I give it a try?
Yes.
I think it's Arawak.
Yes.
And African.
Yes. And it is three. Actually, it is a mixture of three. It is the Arawak, African, and Carib. It is so we are a mixture of three. However, the Garifuna will speak two languages. We speak Carib and we also speak Arawak. Because in the old time days, the Carib men kill the Arawak men and take their wives as additional wives. You understand me? So most of the time, the men have to go to farm, they have to go on fishing and so on. And so the woman speak her language to her children. But when the man come home, he talk his language to he pick the two. You understand me? That, like, for example, how would you say come here in Garifuna?
Higabu no.
Only that?
Higabu ye.
No. Ligia memete, higabu no, higabu ye. But ati ahuye.
Okay.
Ahuye.
Isn't that the same, Mr. Mariano?
It's the same word. But my point is that it is two different languages. One is ahuye and one is higabnu. One is the woman language and one is the man language. You understand me?
Okay.
The man would say ahuye. That is with authority.
Authority.
You know, women don't speak like men. Women say konya, you know, and the women are always soft to their kids than the man. You understand me? And so this is why I always mention that we speak two languages. And there's several words that I can identify to you that we speak, right? That we speak in Garifuna, but now we don't have the woman-man thing because the woman, they speak like men and the men speak like women. You understand me?
Got you.
So that's the thing. So we go to some music, Jen. Gregory Pastor, good evening. Happy Settlement Day to you as well, sir. Lorena Martinez, happy Garifuna Settlement Day to you. Send them, guys, send them. Cherry Jamat, good evening. Send those thumbs up, guys. Send them, send them. Send them, guys, send them. We don't want those thumbs up. Send them like crazy. Yeah, guys, I think you mentioned you want to say something about a request for your family members, Jen, at this time.
Special happy 19th of November to the Sabals, the Cayetanos, the Ramos family.
Okay, so you have the Ramos in your family as well.
Yes.
So then why didn't you just say that old TV Ramos is your great-grandfather? You should have said that long time. Am I wrong?
Not great-grandfather. He's relative from my grandmother's side. Okay. My mother would have said, I want to say, my mother could have called him uncle.
Okay. Well, even better, then he would be your great-granduncle. Right? Okay. I see. I didn't know that you were so close to TV Ramos.
Yes, indeed. A lot of people don't know that.
All right. Great. So you are one of TV Ramos' great-grandchild.
I would want to say so.
Okay, well, I want to tell you at the same time that I am related also to Joseph Chatouillet. A lot of people wouldn't believe that. But during the massacre, when Joseph Chatouillet was murdered, only one of his child survived, and her name was Gulisi. And Gulisi is my great-great-grandfather, grandmother. Because my great-great-grandfather name was John Lambe, and that's why, if you notice, Cynthia Lambe always mentioned about, she always interact with us, and we had several Lambe. And all these Lambes are my family. You understand me? And when Gulisi came into this country, she went to Punta Negra. A lot of people don't believe that Punta Negra was a Garifuna community.
This is in the south?
Yes, in Toledo district. That is exactly between Stan Creek district and Toledo. Right? So she went and migrated there and got married into Lambe. So we came from great family.
Okay, guys, I hope you digest that. This is a little bit of a history of our culture, of our people. Everything that is Garifuna.
I noticed Rosemena says, Jennifer, you're also related to the Flores.
Yes. My grandmother was Ellen Flores.
Okay. William Sanchez. Oh, that's my buddy. That's my friend. Oh, that's my godson. You know, that's my buddy. Hey, William, you know, be here, bro. Send me some likes too, you know, bro. Send those likes, guys. Send them like crazy. Don't be afraid. All right? Don't be afraid. All right? Right now, cheers. Still got one more. Rosemena boy, chamba where you born? Listen to Manny Martinez. Call me on 601-8758 Belize number, or call me on Messenger. Just find my name, or also WhatsApp. Bertha Lambe, good evening. You're correct, Bertha, you're correct. I'll tell you about the history in a few. Yeah, guys, we have a call here. Yeah, Mark, go ahead, bro.
Mr. Moriano and them beautiful ladies beside you, happy Garifuna day, brother.
Thank you very much, my brother.
You and your family, man. I'm enjoying this music. Boy, I got them white people dancing again.
Good job, Mark. Good job. Thank you very much.
Loving the music. They're like, what is that? I said, look, I started to explain to them. They were, yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you very much, guy. Yep. You know, I'm waiting for you to come to Belize. Whenever you come to Belize, I want you to be on my show for a few.
Yes.
You hear me, Mark?
Oh, man. Next year, definitely. Next year, I definitely coming, huh?
I'm saying that I want you, whenever you come to Belize, I want you to be on my show for a few.
All right, good. I'll do that. I'll definitely do that, man.
Yeah, brother.
Definitely.
Yeah, man.
I can't forget my days in PG, man. And my days down south.
Exactly. We were very young constables that time.
I was home, man.
Mark, we were young constables that time, right?
Yeah. Yes, I was a boy.
Yeah. And you know one of the things I like with you, Mark, because you don't forget where you come from. You remember your people, and you remember home.
Oh no, I not.
You know, and I appreciate that very much, Mark.
I got a son. Remember, I got a son that's Garifuna, man.
Exactly. He's a police officer. I know him. Durham.
May our mother rest in peace, man.
Yeah, Durham, right?
Yes, Elian.
Yeah.
Was his mother, Elian Gonzalez.
Yeah. I know Durham very good.
Yes,
I know him from he was a little baby. Remember, we were constables together that time.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. My good buddy back then, may he rest in peace to Quetzal.
Oh yeah, Quetzal Rodriguez.
Right?
Rodriguez,
He did it right in front of me, right? In front of me, he did it, man.
Yeah.
Yep, I always remember my buddy, man.
Yeah.
Yep. Sometimes like I feel like I hear him knocking at my door.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yep. But that's the thing, man. Happy Garifuna Day to everyone, to you and your family, and them beautiful ladies beside you, man.
Thank you very much, Mark. Thanks.
Give a smile, Dale. Give a
brother.
smile.
Yeah. Okay, bro.
All right.
Thanks, man. Thanks for calling. Yeah, man. Right. And guys, don't be afraid. Feel free to call me on Messenger, WhatsApp, or my cell number 601-8758. Giovanni Castillo, good evening. Sandra Apolonio. And in a few, I'm going to talk about the Lambe and the Apolonio and the Velasquez to show these guys out there how I'm related to them. And I'm very much familiar with my history. You know, guys, so just stay tuned. We're going to discuss that, and I'm hoping that Berta, Lambe, and also Sandra Apolonio, stay tuned. Have your children and your family, stay tuned. Send those next guys, send them, I love them. Anthony Jesus, send them. Mark Stevens, send them. My friends out there who sending me those likes and those love. Keep it up, guys. Keep it up. In a few, I'm going to talk my family history. Mitchell Irving, good evening. And I'm very much proud of that young lady. You remember the power group that was out there? That's a Garifuna group. And Mitchell is the leader and the owner of that group, and I'm very much proud of her interaction and involvement in our community. Mitchell is one of those who do a lot of things for this Garifuna community. This Dangriga tongue, you know, she tried to bring these youngsters together. And thank you very much, Mitchell, for what you are doing for my community, for this community, for our community, Mitchell. We need more of you, you know.
Continue doing the good work, Michelle.
Exactly. You know, Desiree Ken, good evening. Lena Lopez, good evening to you as well. special to Durham Stevens from Dad. Altia Lewis Colon, good evening to you.
Hello, Altie. This is Jenny.
Send those legs, guys. Send them. Don't be afraid. We love them. We want to be in your company, so we want you to let us feel like you want to be in our company as well. Thank you very much, Rose. Well said. Well put together, Rose. Send them, guys. Send them. I think the nine need to change the rules. They need to change to it. Not even it. 7.
I
Yeah, man, and I want to discuss something about my family tree. And I am hoping that the Apollonians, the Lambes, and so on are listening. Because my great-great-great-grandmother name was Venancia Apollonia. That was her name. And she died all the way in the 1800s. And her husband's name was Tiburcio Velasquez. They had a child by the name of Gregoria Velasquez. Right? And Gregoria Velasquez was married to John Lambe. And John Lambe had children with Gregoria. And one of their child name was Pastora Lambe. There was also Evangelisto Lambe. There were several of them. But I don't want to go in all the thing at this time. Right? But Gregoria and John were husband and wives. And like I mentioned, they get married, they had children. Right? And they had Pastora. Though Pastora Lambe cohabited with Sister Mariano all the way from Travesía, Honduras. Right? And they had 3 children. But from the 3, there is only 2 female and 1 male. Now that 1 male name was William Mariano. And William Mariano was the father of Robert Mariano Sr. Now I am Junior. So you can see how the family tree passed down. So this is why I try to explain to the Lambes and the Apollonians that we are very, very close family. Right now within the Velasquez, they talk a lot about the Velasquez. But for some reason or the other, we don't talk enough about the female. Velasquez is the man. But here in Belize, it's just a tradition that we talk about the man because the children usually get the man name. You understand me, Jen? Children get men name here in Belize. They don't get the woman name. But had the children get the woman name like in Honduras,
right?
The children get both the mother and the father name.
That's what you call the apellido. I
Exactly.
was born in Honduras, but I don't know nothing about the land. My mother brought us here when we were babies. So when she registered us under my father's name, which is Zuniga. So again, on my birth paper, or what they call the nacimiento, I have more than one last name. But I stick to Zuniga because that's the system here, the British system.
Yes. Yes. And I noticed Rosemena said there that she said costume blended with those of Carib, and we are truly a hybrid race. But I'm trying to understand what she referred to as
customs, I think.
Oh, customs. Oh, it is customs. Sorry, I thought it was costume. Yeah, and Rose is correct. Rose is perfectly in order. And this is what I like, the interaction.
Yes.
That people are not to be afraid to make your comment. You don't need to call. If you want to call, but then you can also make a comment, and we'll be able to see it, and then we can address it. And these are the kind of comments I like to see. But like I mentioned, if you notice, that is so much. 1, 2, 3. I spoke about 4 generations before me. So I am 5. I noticed Millicent Velasquez Bartolomeo is watching.
So this young lady could be your cousin.
She can be my family because, like I mentioned, I am from Tiburcio Velasquez. It is Tiburcio Velasquez children who are my grandparents or great-grandparents who become my grandparents because Pastora, who is my grandfather's mother, she is their grandchild. You understand me? And this is why I try as much as possible to inform our people to know our family tree. And it is something that we need to discuss more. Right? And some people might say, why are we discussing family tree at this time? But the family tree is not just, what Millicent is saying.
Her father name is Asta Velasquez.
Okay. Yeah. Now, I cannot say at this time about Asta, but Tiburcio and Venantia had 12 children. They had 12, right? And I'm sure Asta is not one of them. But it is very possible that he's one of their grand or great-grand.
So now she's saying Derek Velasquez is her uncle also.
Okay. No, Darius is one of my family from his father's side. You understand me? Because we are, like I mentioned, Velasquez. And the Velasquez who came to Belize, there wasn't a lot of them. It was just a few of them at that time. Because remember that now more Garifuna continue to come to Belize from both Guatemala and Honduras. Right? Yes, at first, in 1802, there was only 3 Dori that came. Right? It was 3 Dori, so it was a small family. But even though it's a 3 Dori with small numbers, Garifuna people continue to come to Belize. Right? Because we Belizeans continue to go to Guatemala and Honduras to take women from there to be our wives, and we bring them to Belize. Right? Or it's vice versa.
Vice versa.
It's the same way women from here find their husband from Honduras and Guatemala.
I could say this. I know my mother is Dangrigana, and I know, my father came here and he met my mother, and he took my mother to Honduras. That's where my mother have 3 of us.
One second. Mr. Henley Clark, good evening, sir. Avis Karen Martinez, good evening to you as well. And Rose is saying there that she's in Springfield. Oh no, Springfield is Derek's
dad.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. All these people are all cousins because Tiburcio had brothers and he had sisters. You understand me? He had brothers and sisters. But what I'm talking at this time is just to show them that yes, we have the Velasquez as part of our family, or who is a part of our family, and it is immediate, right? It is just because women. It is one of Tiburcio granddaughter who went to have children with Mariano, and it is the same thing. What Sandra mentioned, she said, "Amen. I was born in Guatemala, and I took my grandfather's last name, which is Apollonio Sadman. They may call her grandfather Sadman. It is proud of my heritage, which is correct. But Venantia Apollonio, who is my immediate great-great-grandmother, is mother to my, great-great-great, who's mother to my great-great-grandmother, and my great-great-grandmother was my grandmother's grandmother. You understand me?
The family tree.
Exactly.
It's good to know your family tree.
Yes. And like I mentioned, it is Gregoria, who is the daughter of Tiburcio and Venantia, who is Pastora's mother, and Pastora is my grandfather's mother. And my thing is that I challenge a lot of Garifuna people. How much of them can talk 3 or 4 generations and call names like me? And I can go into the books and I can tell them the names of the 12 children that Venantia Apollonio had with Tiburcio Velasquez. I can tell you. Guys, send the likes, send them. We'll go to some music, and I'm hoping that you guys are enjoying talking about the family tree. Right, guys? The thing is that we go to some music. I hope you like it. Right, guys? Send me the thumbs up, guys. Don't be afraid. Cynthia, I hope you understand what I was saying. If there's anything that needs to be correct, if you have any question, don't be afraid. It is the same way like Marta, I think it was Marta Velasquez. If there's anything, don't be afraid to say it. Mr. Henley Clark, one of my old schoolmates, Mr. Henley Clark, very respectable, dynamic young man. Every day I ensure that I read the young man, the pastor's comment on Facebook. He has some religious activities, and I want to encourage one and all to stay tuned. Send a friend request to Mr. Henley Clark and be familiar with some of the comments biblical that he makes, and it is very informative. Thank you very much, Pastor Clark. And Mr. Clark is here. Good evening, family and friends. It's a happy 19th. We are a people guided by the Almighty. And Pastor Clark is correct. Because we are God-fearing people. Yes, and whilst we were playing some music, Sandra asked me a question if we have Lambe in the family. Okay, one of the things I want to mention though is that, for example, we have some Marianos in Belize City. Because when the Marianos came, there was 2 brothers that came to Belize. But some people would be surprised, especially from the Velasquez and Lambe side, that the Marianos from Belize City are not related to them. It is, for example, no, you are Zuniga, Miranda, because you married Miranda, right?
Yes.
Good. So your children will be related to your brothers and sisters' children, am I correct?
Yes.
But your uncle's children will be related to your children, but not related to Leo or your husband's family.
True.
You understand me? And this is what happened because we are Marianos, yes, from the man. We are Lambe from the woman. We are Apollonio from the woman. And we are Velasquez from the man. But because the Velasquez and the Apollonio have children, right? The 2 of them cohabit and they have children. I don't know if you're getting me. Guys, now that product, they have children and those children become Velasquez. But, again, like we mentioned earlier, in Belize, the children, they take the father's name, not the mother's name. Now, had we been in Honduras or Guatemala, we would have our surname. We would have been Velasquez and Apollonio. You understand me?
Yes.
Or we would have passed down, because since my grandmother, or great-grandmother, who would have been my grandfather's mother, Pastora Lambe, then we would have immediately be Mariano Lambe. You understand me? Because, like I mentioned, after because of Velasquez and Apollonio, because it is 3 generations, after 3 generations, then names start to change. But that does not make you, that does not say that we are not family. You understand me? Because, like I mentioned earlier as well, that women always create name change in Belize because the children take the man name, not the woman.
And they married, the women married
exactly
to other names.
Exactly. You understand me? So, to my family members and friends, I'm hoping that you understanding my point. Jerome Lozano, Princess Sita Rosales, good evening. And I notice we're getting a lot of likes, Jennifer.
Indeed.
You understand me? We're getting a lot of likes. So there's a lot of things that we need to discuss when it comes to family tree, Family tree is very important, guys. And like I mentioned, the guys, they need to feel free to ask questions. And I noticed Miss Elsie Claire just tuned in, right? That's my pastor, and I have high regards to my pastor as well. Thank you very much, Pastor Claire. Happy Garifuna Settlement Day to all of you guys. Santiago Siao, good evening to you, sir. Sul Zarzu. Demari. Something I can't say too well. Then Miss Mena made a comment a while ago. Can you say it again, Miss Mena? The words fly so fast.
It's important, bro.
It's important. Yes, I need to see. If we need to talk Garifuna history, fine, we continue. But at the same time, we can also discuss family tree. If you guys need to ask any question, ask me. I believe that I'm the master when it comes to family tree, guys. Send me those like, guys. Daniel Cabral, good evening. Hey, my buddy Daniel, all the way Placencia. Yeah, guys, today is drink day. Happy Garifuna Settlement Day to all of you. Send them, guys, send them. I'm happy when I see those thumbs up or those likes. Family tree is very important. Thank you very much, Rose. You're very much correct, Rose. You guys who don't have much time to ask a question or to make a comment, we're winding down. We only have 25 more minutes to go. Feel free to do so. Especially in the area of Garifuna history or in the area of Velasquez, Lambe, Mariano. Family tree. Martalino. I know Marta from ever since I was a little boy. Nacho Clement, good evening. Anigit Palacio, boy drama way buge. Happy Garifuna Settlement Day to all.
Seremi, Rose, Seremi.
Thank you very much, Pastor Claire. Pastor Clark, thank you very much as well, sir. Send them, guys. Time is going. Send them, send them, send them. Nasia Gilhari, good evening. Pastor Clark, thank you very much, sir. Mark Stevens, thank you very much for tuning in, Mark. And guys, we want to remind you that how the show continues even after the Garifuna Settlement Day. We need to continue enlightening each other, right? We need to share information. Around in Hispanic style or Hispanic rhythm. Enjoy, guys. Thank you very much, Martha. Thank you very much, Ma. Send those love and those likes, guys, please do. I'm begging for them then. Send them like crazy. From San Diego, good evening. Marie Ramirez. Marie Ramirez, thank you very much for introducing yourself to us. We're all one big happy family. We too are Lambe, thank you very much. All the Lambes. Big up Pablo Lambe for his contributions. He too was a national president of the National Garifuna Council. He was one of those that fought to get back the piece of land where the Pablo Lambe building is at, and he did so many for his community and his country. Big up Pablo Lambe and his family. Ceremony Abu Hensley, Pastor Fadi. Guys, today is Celebration Day. Happy Garifuna Settlement Day to all. Balisina, Andurana, Wadimalna, Merigana, Nigarana. Happy Garifuna Settlement Day to all of you. Come on, say something. This is
Happy Settlement Day to all.
Come on, say something.
Here and abroad.
Manager.
Happy Settlement Day to all.
Donna Andrews, good evening. Sarah May Rose Mena. And Mena, we need to discuss the family tree from that side as well. But not today, we do that next week. I have all those information. Send them, guys, send them. Miss Yolanda Mariano, where are you? We miss you today. Usually one of my close first husband who usually interact on the show as well. EJ Mar, that's my nephew. I'm guaranteed grandchildren from him. Yes, Rose, inbox me next week. I'll tell you about the family tree from that side. Kalina Mariano, good evening. We play one more Put City Man song and then we go to other songs, guys. We're winding down, we only have 15 minutes to go, so please send them. Send those likes, send those loves, send your requests, send your comment, don't be afraid. Anika Gordon, boy, remember where you're born. Abu Amunu. Winding down, guys, 14 minutes to go. Send them, guys, send them. Send them wild, send them like crazy. Risa Longsworth, good evening. It's obvious that the Lambe and the Apollonio and the Velasquez didn't challenge me any at all to say that anything that I said was wrong. So it must be that you guys agreed with what I said. Margaret Mariano, good evening, my dear beloved cousin. How is my niece in the hospital? My regards to her. Tell her we love her to death. Big up Margaret Mariano, who is there at the hospital in Belize City along with her daughter who is sick. We wish her well. Send those likes, guys. Send them. Send the love. Send them in the hundreds, send them in the thousands. Don't be afraid. Sending this request to John Mariano and his beloved wife, Boom. My dear sister-in-law and my dear nephews. One of them just come to guarantee me, say, Uncle, no, make sure you get grandchildren. And you know, that was one of the fun of the elders in those days, because when we used to dance with grandparents, you can't stop without doing the gups. That's what they used to say. Big up the Lambe family from Cynthia Lambe, all the way in Australia.
She's laughing.
Ha ha ha. Thank you, folks. Thank you. Thank you very much, Cynthia. You know, but it's all about family, you know. It's all about family and it's all about love. So we need to continue to discuss family tree. You know, this is one of the things I want to continue to do on this show. You know. And really, I appreciate that you are with me today, Jennifer. You know. Katie Alvarez, good evening to you. You know, I'm trying to change the music, but it appears Titi Man want to stay, right? But, you know, I get rid of Titi Man. Love Titi Man, one of the best musicians in this country. Katie Alvarez, good evening. Rodney Nunes, my dear beloved cousin. He is one of my examples, you know, because this is one of the guys that continue to champion things for his people and his country. Love you, Rodney. And I hope to be with you in Chicago sometimes in 2018. Send those thumbs up, Rodney.
So girl, they do the thing and another man. They dance with somebody else. Oh, you know matter. You know matter. Oh gosh. For one more time, before we come back to that, we are doing for long and wide. Do it, boys. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. For long and wide.
Guys, if I can get at least 150 more likes from different people, I show that I can stay an extra half hour with you guys. We're winding down. We only have 10 more minutes to go. Hey, Mariano! Marie Ramirez! You guys really want me to stay for an extra half hour, right, guys? Is you guys enjoying the show? Ceremony and hostung in Buyara. Give now. Manuzet na luna yangu nige.
Watch out.
my nephew who promised me grandchildren. He said, Uncle, no worry, you will get. I told him, nephew, I want grandchildren for you. He said, no worry, uncle, you will get. Rose, man, boy, remember where you boom. One love, say me. Yes, guys, I'm starting to feel irie. This is Garifuna Settlement Day, guys. It's all about celebration, guys. I need to hear from at least a few of you to know that you need me to continue this show, or else we break in 5 minutes.
So God, it comes out and they got captain in the ears. By the location, we know are responsible for no. They got lots of guys with captain in the ears. Jesus, look here. I feel that now. Look here. Run the rhythm. So listen to this one. Run the track.
Let's go. Good evening. Happy 19th to you.
I want to know who they're waiting for you. Oh gosh, ladies, listen to this brand new one. Who for the baby? That up is your husband. Who for the baby? That up is your man. Somebody for England, the name of London, the talk of the heel, and the rest of the week. Love it, brother.
Send them, guys, send them. And remember, guys, the show continues even after the 19th of November. We'll do it all through the year. We discuss issues affecting us. We'll talk history. And we'll talk family tree. Or any other matter, guys. Babila. Big up to you from Sandra Apollonia.
I don't respect your man, Jogo. I know. Oh gosh, they got no business.
I want to say another half hour, guys, but I need to get 200 likes in 5 minutes. And I stay on, or else I say adios, ayo. And I think you guys enjoying the show so far. Right, guys? So, big up, guys. You know, so, you know, there's a lot of people watching this show, if you notice.
All over the world.
All over the world, if you can see. You know, so we just want to keep this show alive. And people just need to understand. Right? 200 is hard to reach, guys, and that's why I challenge you guys. 200. John is here, John in the house. His beloved dear wife, Boom, in the house. My pastor in the house. Good evening, Pastor Claire. She's also a daughter of the soil. She do everything we do. And that's why we love her. Send those likes, guys. The day is almost done. You guys are winding down. You're winding down. Calling my dear nephew to put on the song for the end of the show. We came up with only 75 likes, guys, so we break. We're ending the show. Thank you very much, Sandra. Vitalino, good evening. Ronkin, my nephew. Guarantee me grandchildren. I hope he give me 15. Yolanda Mariano, Corinne Emmanuel. Naomi Ray. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We're winding down. Thank you very much, Yolanda.
Mrs. Khaliz.
Yeah.
Mrs. Khaliz.
We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. You know, it's already 5 past 4, and so we're trying to get into the songs, and that's it, guys. The thing is that we have Karen Roches. Good evening to you, Karen. You know, so do you notice anything on the show? Let's go. Make it get into YouTube. You know what? Everything together. That's correct, man.
This is
any capital?
So we'd like to ask
Thanks, guys. Thank you very much. The show is over. It's already 4. Tune in next week at 2 p.m. Belize time, okay? Don't be afraid. Tune in 2 p.m. Belize time.
Just sitting here looking pretty. No, we're just going to look pretty. We put a line or 2 in here. Oh, that's cute. That's Alexander. Alexander Lopez. Where did you get that from, man?